Namaskar, Swagatam. Welcome to Sri Ram Mandir. It's Sunday morning and we have wonderful sunshine out here in Mississauga. We welcome those of you who have gathered in the Mandir with us and those who have joined us on social media. For the next 2 hours, we invite you to be engaged in Satsang, Puja, Bhajan, Kirtanam, Aarti, Pravachan. And for those of us who are gathered here, Preeti Bhojan is prepared. I ask you now, please, give thanks to the divine in the form of Surya Narayan Bhagavan, the sun. Ehi Suryo Sahasransho Tejo Rashi Jagatpati Anukampay Mangadeva Namostute Vihayam Namostute Surya Narayan Bhagavan ki jai. We once again appeal to God to bless us with that state of mind that whereby all our negative tendencies are removed. We pray. Om Bhadran Karnevi Shruyama Deva Bhadran Pashyema Shabirya Jatra Stire Range Stustvagam Shastanuvi Vyasema Devahita Yadayahu Om Swasti Nandro Vidasrava Swasti Naha Pusha Vishwaveda Swasti no Sarya Rikshanemi Swasti no Brihaspati Vedatu Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We continue to glorify the divine in the form of Ganapati Devata. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakarye Susarvada Sarvakarye Susarvada. continue with puja unto Ganesh, offering chandan, pushpam, doop, deep, naived, and then karpurarti. Sri Khanda Chandanam Divyam Gandhadyam
Sumanoharam Dilepanam Surashrestha Chandanam Pratigrehata Chandanam Pratigrehata
Om Sri Ganapati Devata Chandanam Samarpayami. Bolo
Om Shri Ganapati Devata Chandanam Samarpayami
Malyadini Sugandhini Malityadini
Me Prabhu Mayatani Pushpani Pujartam Pratigrehata Pujartam Pratigrehata
Pushpam Samarpayami
Pushpam Samarpayami
Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Gandhadyo Gandhotam Agreya Sarvadevanam
Lupoyam Pratigrehata Lupoyam Pratigrehata
Rupam Samarpayami
Rupam Samarpayami
Tajang Savarti Sanyuktam Bahinayogitam Maya
Deepam Grihana Devesha Trailokya Timirapaha
Vedokya Timirapaha Deepam Samarpayami.
Deepam Samarpayami
सभी लोग ले लो दीपम. Everyone take the light. We continue to glorify Ganesh ji by offering prasad. Apan naam naman karke. Everyone, please call your names in your minds. Focus your minds. Sharkara Kand Khadhani
Dalhi Shira Gritani Cha Aharam Akshadhojayam Cha Naivedyam Pratigrehata Naivedyam Pratigrehata
Om Sri Ganapati Devata Naivedyam Samarpayami. Bolo Om Sri
Shri Ganapati Devata Naivedyam Samarpayami
Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujgengaharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Om Bhavani Sahitam Namami Om Bhavani Sahitam Namami. गणपति देवता की जय. कर्पूराधिकम samarpayami. We offer stuti unto Ganesh, the Gayatri mantra of Ganesh. Ekadantaya vidmahe vakratundaya dhimahi tanno danti prachodayat tanno danti prachodayat tanno danti prachodayat. गणपति देवता की जय. बजो नहीं 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 नहीं. वंदे गणपति वंदे गणपति वंदे गणपति वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे निर्विकार निर्वंदना गणपति देवता की जय. We continue to glorify the divine in the form of the Devis, Durga, Lakshmi or Saraswati Mata. सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये
शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके
शरण्ये त्र्यंबिके गौरी
नारायणी नमोस्तुते.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु
शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता.
नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः.
ॐ गिरिजायै विद्महे शिवप्रियायै धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गा
प्रचोदयात्. तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात्.
दुर्गा माता की जय. माँ लक्ष्मी ओम लक्ष्मी करोतु कल्याणम्
आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदां
मम शत्रु विनाशाय
दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते.
सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी
मुक्ति प्रदायिनी
मंत्रमूर्ति सदा देवी
महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते.
नमस्तुते तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूजिते शंख चक्र गदाहस्ते
महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते.
महालक्ष्मी
नमोस्तुते.
लक्ष्मी माता की जय. We continue to glorify the divine in the form of Durga, Lakshmi or Saraswati by chanting verses from the Vedas. Om Hiranyavarnamarinim
सुवर्णरजतसजां चन्द्राभिरण्यगी लक्ष्मी जातवेदो महावः.
ताम आव जात
वेदो लक्ष्मी मनपगामिनी यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं कामश्वं पुरुषाणहम्
गन्धद्वारान्धुराधर्षाम् नित्यपुष्टां करीशिनी ईश्वरी सर्वभूतानां तामियोपनिश्रियम् ॐ महादिव्ये च विद्महे विष्णुपत्ये च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात्। Lakshmi Mata ki jai. We continue to glorify the divine in the form of Saraswati Mata. Now mentally we worship the Divine Mothers by offering chandan, pushpam, doop, deep and naivedya. Sri Khanda Chandanam Divyam Gandhadyam Sumanoharam Vileparam
Surashrestha Chandanam
Samarpayami
Chandanam Samarpayami
Malyadini Sugandhini
Malityadini Ve Prabhu
Mayayurtani
Pushpani Pujartham Pratigrihyatam
Pushpam Samarpayami
Samarpayami
Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Gandhadyo Gandhautama Agreya Sarvadevanam
Rupoyam Pratigrihyatam
Pam Samarpayami
Rupam Samarpayami
Adyam Chavarti Sanyuktam Vainayogitam Maya Deepam Grihaya
Devesha Trailokya Vimirapamam
Deepam Samarpayami
Deepam Samarpayami
Shakti Mata ki jai. सभी लोग ले लो दीपम। Now we call our names in our minds. Apan naam naman karke, as we offer Naivedya, that is the prasad. Sharkara khand khadhani.
दधिक्षीरघृतानि च आहारं भक्ष्यभोजनं च नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृह्यताम्
Naivedyam samarpayami.
नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि
Shakti Mata ki jai. Now we'll have a bhajan by Rukmini, dedicated to the Divine Mother. You will come closer and sit. Join her. No. One of you sit with Sita.
शारदे मां हे शारदे मां अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां
हे शारदे मां, हे शारदे मां, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां।
हे शारदे मां हे शारदे मां अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां हे शारदे मां हे शारदे मां अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां हे शारदे मां हे शारदे मां अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां
अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. Remove my ignorance, so Mother, remove my ignorance and let enlightenment flow in my life. Saraswati Mata ki Jai. We now continue to glorify the Divine in the form of Sri Ram. Bolo. We glorify you as we continue to worship the Divine Lord Rama. We ask that everyone, while Pandit Tiwari and the other Pandits are conducting puja, we'll have a bhajan dedicated to Prabhu Ram by Jasmine.
रामा हो राम रे बुर मत जाना तेरी अयोध्या छोड़ के तेरी अयोध्या छोड़ के राम रे कौन मत जाना तेरी अयोध्या छोड़ के तेरी अयोध्या छोड़ के तेरी अयोध्या छोड़ के
सियावरी रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. We continue to worship the divine in the form of Krishna Kanaya. Krishna Kanaya Lal ki. हाथ जोड़कर भगवान कृष्ण का ध्यान. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे
सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे आपत्रविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः. श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः. Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. As we continue to offer puja to the Bhagavan Krishna, we chant bhajan and Krishna and kirtanam dedicated to Krishna. Krishna Murari ji आँख बसे कृष्ण मुरारी जी आँख बसे मन भावे. O divine Lord Krishna, my eyes are filled with your presence as much as my mind's eye are filled with your presence. Krishna Kanaya Lal Ki Jai. Now we continue to focus our attention to the divine in the form of Pavanaputra Hanuman, the servant of the divine Lord Rama, and the one who shows you and I how to be a servant of God. अतुलित बलिदान हे मिथिलावदीहं
धनुज वन कृशाणं ज्ञानिनामार्यगम्यं
सकल गुण निधानम रघुपति प्रिय भक्तं
पार्थजातं नमामि
रघुपति प्रिय भक्तं
पार्थजातं नमामि
यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं. Pavan Putra Hanuman ki jai. As puja is being offered to Hanumanji, we shall chant the Hanuman Chalisa. Sri Guru Charan Saroj Raj
निजमन मुकुर सुधार
Varunau Raghubar Bimal Jasu
जोरायक फल चार
बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके
सुमिरो पवन कुमार
बल बुद्धि वीर्या देव मोहि
हरहु कलेश विकार हरहु कलेश विकार.
Every week we chant this Chalisa and we glorify Hanumanji. It is the one Chalisa sung throughout the world more than any other Chalisas. And to my knowledge, it is the one Chalisa that most people know by memory. Why this is so, I do not know. And Hanumanji doesn't have a beautiful face, so it's got nothing to do with good looks. It maybe has everything to do with his karma, what he projects to the world, service first, then the self. Om Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapil Ram Siya Ram
सिया राम जय जय राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम.
Ram Everybody now follow along with me. रघुपति की बहुत बड़ाई, तुम हम प्रिय भरत समाई, ऐसे जीवन लखन जियाई, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए, It was so wonderful to see everyone chanting and clapping their hands, praising the Lord, and everybody was chanting dohas and chopais from as if you're reading Ramcharitmanas. So all of us know the Hanuman Chalisa very well. So then similarly, we can know the Ramcharitmanas in the same way if we sing together in a collective voice. Siyapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki, Pavanaput Hanuman ki, Jai. Now, we'll invite everyone to focus our attentions to the Divine Lord Shiva.
सभी लोग अपने स्थान में खड़े हो जाएं।
ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
वंदे देवमापतिं सुरगुरुं। वंदे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं।
वंदे पशुनापतिं।
वंदे सूर्यशशाङ्कवैनयनं।
वंदे मुकुन्दप्रियं।
वंदे भक्तजनार्दनं च वरदनं।
वंदे शिवं शङ्करं।
वंदे शिवं शङ्करं। वंदे शिवं शङ्करं। हर 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 महादेव। हर 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 महादेव। बोलो कर दो। Vishal, you make the offerings.
ॐ यस्यांके च विभाति भूधरसुता देवापगामस्तके भाले भालविधुर्गले च गरलं यस्योरसि व्यालराट् सोऽहं भूतविभूषणः सुरवरः सर्वाधिपः सर्वदा सर्वः सर्वगतः शिवः शशिनिभः श्रीशंकर पातु माम्। ॐ ध्याये नित्यं महेशं रजतगिरिनिभं चारुचन्दावतंसं रत्नाकल्पोज्ज्वलाङ्गं परशुमृगवरा भीतिहस्तं प्रसन्नं पद्मासीनं समन्तातस्तुतममरगणैर्व्याघ्रकृत्तिं वशानं विश्वाद्यं विश्ववन्द्यं निखिलभयहरं पंचवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रम्। ॐ श्री भगवते शाम्ब सदाशिवाय आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि।
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः यात इषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूवते धनुः शिवाशरव्याया तवतयानो रुद्रमृदया या ते रुद्र शिवातनोरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्तापि चाकशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गुंसीः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाचावदामसि यथा न सर्वमिज्जगत् यच्मगुं सुमना असत् अध्यवो भक्ता प्रथमो देव्योऽभिषक अहीकश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वा आश्च यातु धान्यः असो यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुसु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा दिक्षु श्रिता सहस्रशो वैशाखं हेदईमहे असो यस्ताम्रो
असोयो वसर्पते नीलग्रीवो बिलोहिता उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैन विश्वा भूतानि सादृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुसे अथो ए अस्य सत्त्वानो हम तेभ्यो नमः प्रमोञ्च धन्वनस्तु भयोरार्त्योज्याम यास्ते हस्तैखवा पराता भगवो वप अवतन्त्य धनुष्टवगुं सहस्राक्ष सते खुदे निसिर्य शल्याना मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विजयं धनुकपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवा उत अनेशन्यस्य याैखव आभुरस्य निखङ्गधी याते हेतुर्मिषुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनु तयास्मान् विश्वस्त्वं यक्ष्मया परिभुज
स्नानं च दिव्याम्बरम् नानारत्नविभूषितं मृगमदा मोदागितं चन्दनं जाति चम्पकबिल्लपत्ररचितं पुष्पं च धूपं दधा दीपं देवयानिधे पशुपते हर्कल्पितं गृहता सौवर्णेन वरत्नकन्दरचिते पात्रे घृतं पायसं भक्षयं पञ्चविधं पयोदधियुतं रम्भाफलं पानकं शाकानामयुतं जलं रुचिकरं कर्पूरखण्डोज्ज्वलं ताम्बूलं मनसा मया विरचितं भक्त्या प्रभो श्रीकुरु क्षत्रं चामरयो युगं व्यजनकं चादर्शकं निर्मलं वीणाभैर्मृदङ्गकाहलकला गीतां च नृत्यं तथा साष्टाङ्गं प्रणतिस्तुतिर्बहुविधा एतत् हम पूजा के विषयोपभोग रचना निग्रह समाधि सिद्धि संचार पदयो प्रदक्षिण विधि स्तोत्राणि सर्वा गिरो यत् यत् कर्म करोमि तदखिलम् शम्भो तवाराधनम् शम्भो तवाराधनम् ॐ करचरन् कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनं जं वा मानसं वा पराधम् वीरं ववीरं सर्वमेतच्छं स्वा जय जय करुणानिधि श्री महादेव शम्भो नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय दम 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 डमरू बजे दम 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 डमरू बजे दम 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 डमरू बजे दम 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 शम्भो भजे। जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। 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 हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर। जय गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर। हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर। जय गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर। भवानी शंकर भवानी शंकर भवानी शंकर भवानी शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। 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 जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर। हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर। हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर। हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर। भवानी शंकर भवानी शंकर भवानी शंकर भवानी शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। 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 जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। शिव शंकर शंभो। शिव शंकर शंभो। शिव शंकर शंभो। केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना। केशवा माधवा स्वामी प्रभु परमेश्वर माया मानुष वेश लीलाधर 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 देवा मधुसूदना जय देवा मधुसूदना जय देवा मधुसूदना जय देवा मधुसूदना
केशवा
जय देवा मधुसूदना
जय
देवा मधुसूदना
कृष्ण लाल की जय. As puja has been concluded, Karpurati, कर दो Karpurati, ठीक है? So, we've just concluded puja on the Bhagwan Shiva in the form of the lingam. We now invite everyone to participate in meditation, breathing exercise and meditation briefly. So everyone, please sit upright. Thumb and forefingers touching like this. Back of the palms resting on the knees. Relax the body. Try to feel, be conscious of your breathing. We breathe all the time, but we're never conscious of it. Be very conscious that you're taking in pranayam, the breath of life, and you're breathing out, that's what's impure. So we should breathe in and out together 6 times. In the breathing out process, we just chant O. All together in. Together, let us chant the Panch Akshar mantra. That is the 5-syllable mantra. The syllables are Na, Ma, Shi, Va, Ya. Always start with Om. Om Namah Shivaya. All together, please. Lift our voices. Om. Together, let us chant the Mahamritrum Jaya mantra, known as the Triambaka mantra. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mokshe Mamrita Atyom Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षे मामृतात् त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षे मामृतात् नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय. For the next few minutes, we meditate, listening to our breathing, focusing our minds to be conscious of the reality that if we do not breathe, we will not exist. And the pranayam, the breath of life, is a gift from God. Appreciate it as we breathe and meditate. केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरिं श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकी रामचन्द्रं भजे रामचन्द्रं भजे. जय राधे राधे गोविन्द गोविन्द few weeks, our message has been on the subject of positive attitude. We have been discussing what is the activities we must be engaged in that will indicate that we have a positive attitude. We are told, be positive. Be positive and things will get better. What does that mean? Does that mean I must smile constantly? But then how do I smile constantly? You know how difficult it is to smile when you don't want to smile? It will strain all the nerves in the body if you try to smile. Someone may tickle you and you will not smile. But then if you really want to smile, the smile comes so beautifully and so naturally that you're amazed and awed when you look at yourself. You mean, oh my God, I look that good when I smile? Yes, we all look good when we smile. And that smile is a projection of the inner state of mind. When we smile, the entire form, the entire body smiles. All the muscles become relaxed and engage in the joy of being happy or appreciating something. Such is the state of a positive attitude. It must be with every fiber of our being, we must be positive. Mansa, karma, vacha. We've been talking about what are the projections that we should make in interacting with each other that will show that we are genuinely practicing this positive attitude. We talked about seeing the good at all times. See good, hear good, think good, and act good. Then we talk about appreciating God's gifts. Appreciating God's gifts, that there is so much that we get. For instance, the oxygen that we breathe. How often do we appreciate that this is a gift from God that we pay no price for? Some countries will soon try to charge you for the oxygen you breathe because pollution is going to become so bad, they'll have to maybe capture it and then sell it to you. But it's still a free thing. Enjoy it. And know that there's only God that can give this. So appreciate everything that we have. Appreciate our family. Oh yes. Appreciate our parents, whether they're here with us or not. Appreciate the fact that we are blessed to be in such a family. Appreciate the home that we live in. Appreciate the country we live in. Appreciate the benefits we have. And appreciate God's presence in our lives. So see good, hear good, think good, act good. Appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. Do not judge. Then complement these good feelings with humility. To be humble at all times. Today we want to talk about another quality that we can project, showing that we are practicing this positive state. Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Raghu. Chopai, and it makes 4 statements. I will only address one of them today. Charana Ram Tirat Chali Jai, literally translated, use these feet that God has given you, Charana Ram Tirat Chali Jai, to take you to places, holy places, literally translated. But the philosophical translation, use this entire physical being, all that God has granted us, to be engaged in tirth, to be engaged in vrat, to be engaged in seva, to be engaged in doing good things. Every aspect of our being. And, you know, Sunday is a day of rest. And many of us would like to stay in bed late and have breakfast, or maybe what they call brunch. So it's a combination of breakfast and lunch. But this nasta or breakfast was intended to be that we have fasted for at least 8 hours. And after fasting for 8 hours, our body calls for nutriments. So we must have breakfast at the right time. And for many of us, especially young people, on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning, breakfast is brunch. It's usually very late because we went to bed very late, and when we get up, we'll have leftover pizza and not a proper brunch or lunch. But the idea is that at that time, we don't want to do anything. Look, it's a restful day. I'm tired. Maybe I should stay in bed. It sounds like a good thing to do. But clinically, psychologically, and spiritually, it's not a good thing to do. After you've had your 7 hours, get out of that bed and enjoy the sunshine. And let the body be energized. Let it be ready to go. To do what? To do what must be done in the name of God. Ye tirth hai. If we go to the Ganges 100 times and we immerse our body and wash and pray, that doesn't mean we are getting rid of our sins. Because when we come back to Toronto, we go back to doing exactly what we do. It is a fallacy to believe that I will go to the Gangas and I will immerse myself and all my sins will go away. That means I will commit all the sins every day from Monday to Sunday, Monday to Saturday and Sunday, go to the Ganges and wash myself off and start over again. No. No sins can be washed away without karma, good karma. Karma in the name of God, in the service of humanity, is the greatest way to perform, to create punya, good deeds, and to eradicate adharmic tendencies. So charana rama tirat chali jai doesn't mean only the feet. It means that to engage ourselves in a meaningful way in day-to-day life, always in the service of God by service to humanity. Siddhapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. As I mentioned, I will only dwell on one statement today, and that's Charana Ram. Next week, I wanted to talk about Mantaraj nit japahi tumhara, pujahi tumhi sahit parivara. One statement, pujahi tumhi sahit parivara, will have a great impact. It says, pujahi tumhi sahit parivara. We must pray to you as one family. The family that prays together, stays together. The family that plays together, stays together. Praying together is a real challenge in this day and age, especially since everybody's got their own time schedule. Children go to bed at their own time, parents go to bed at their own time. Getting together is usually when we have something to disagree about. We'll get together and argue about it. Or when we have to plan a big event like going to a party or a wedding reception. Even then we don't get along because everybody's late, everybody's got their own schedule. And some of us are so engaged in being the individual, we forget about the family. It's all about ourselves. I want and what I want. Yes, there is a need for what I want, but we must never detach ourselves from what the family needs to be a family. The family needs to be a family by connecting, staying together. It is said out of sight, out of, let's say that again please, out of sight, but we have internet. We can connect all the time. We have a cell phone, we can WhatsApp, we have all of the Instagram and everything. Well, although we have all of that, we can't stay connected. The personal connection that humanity is struggling for, COVID put us and locked us away, and we're saying, no, I can't stand this, I need to go out there. Why? It's because of that gregarious tendency we have that I want to engage and share. And we need to engage and share in a charitable way at home. For charity begins at home. Siyapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. We are welcoming our Balvihar students. Please organize them to come. Let some of them come in front, please. Nirvana, can you have that set come in front, please? Or move up, everybody move up. Let's give a round of applause to these students, please. Every week we welcome our Balvihar students to Mandir. I want you to know that they're engaged from 10:30 until this time in learning. And the teachers who are dedicated to teaching them have made a commitment that they will be here every Sunday from 10:30 to 12 to teach them. They're taught the basics of Satya Sanatana Dharma. They're taught the principles of Hinduism. And they are allowed to practice and taught how to practice by learning the prayers and the mantras, learning to chant the scriptures. Now many of us as Hindus, all of us have a religious text in our home, and very likely a Bhagavad Gita or a Ramcharitmanas or a Hanuman Chalisa or a Durga Chalisa in every home. But the question is, how many of us read them? Hopefully our children coming to these classes, the parents will have an opportunity to sit with their child and read those scriptures because they'll be taught that. And then these children will be able to chant and know that. Many of you may not be aware of it, but you should be aware. In this wonderful country that we live in, in Ottawa on September 28th, the federal parliament declared November to be Hindu Heritage Month. It might be insignificant to many of us, but it must be significant if we want to maintain our identity in this country. The government is giving us a freedom to be who we are, like it allows everyone else the freedom to be. But we Hindus tend to take that very lightly. As long as we have a job and we're making money and we're going to school and we have good education, who cares about this Hinduism thing? We need to care about it, because if we don't, it'll be lost. So our effort is to educate the young people and to disseminate knowledge at all levels. In this regard, the Hindu Federation, which is an umbrella body representing the Hindu community in this country, federally, provincially, and municipally, and at all areas, will be hosting a few events during the month of November. The first will be on November 6th at the Pearson Convention Center. How many people know where this place is, Pearson Convention Center? Hatuto. Well, you'll all have an opportunity to visit this prestige auditorium. It's a beautiful banquet facilities, and it has a large capacity. We are hosting this function on November 6th from 2 p.m. until 7. Admittance is free. Doesn't matter what time you come, there's no fees. But you must register. On the Ram Mandir website, there should be a link for you to register. The reason you have to register so we can know what kind of capacity we're dealing with, so we can make arrangements. So when you register, a ticket will be assigned to you, and then you will be welcomed there. But entrance is free by registration. Parents and children come together. It's going to be an evening of great, we are calling it a grand cultural extravaganza, meaning everything about our culture in an extravagant way is being presented. There'll be, of course, accompanied by vendors selling food and all of the Hindu art form, jewelry and clothing. There'll be vendors' booths. There'll be on the stage performance. There'll be classical items, contemporary items, religious items, joyful items, cultural items, color and pomp and pageantry. We invite you to come out and celebrate Hindu Heritage Month. As I said, there are many events being organized. The second of these events will be a forum, what you call a women's forum, where Hindu women will meet and have panel discussion to discuss matters relevant to them in Hinduism, whether a concern or conflict or a misunderstanding or zero understanding. The same opportunity will be given to youths at this forum. The dates, the venue will be here at Ram Mandir. The date is to be confirmed. It will be in the month of November. Then there will be another forum whereby we are inviting all of the heads of school boards across Canada with a Zoom meeting, and the ministers of education and chiefs of police and people in high office to understand Hinduism. We are preparing what is called a Hinduism toolkit, that everyone should know that if you read this booklet, it takes you about half an hour. You should have the basic understanding of what Hinduism is. Last week, Tuesday morning, myself and Gauravji went to the Toronto South Detention Center. Literally the jail, by the way. That's what it is. But it's got a nice name. It's called the Toronto South Detention Center. It's a beautiful building, actually. From the outside, you wouldn't know it's an incarceration center until you get inside. And we went in. Gaurav and I, they didn't keep us still. We were not qualified to be kept. We were visitors. And while we were there, we spoke to the staff, not the inmates, about the significance of Diwali and Hinduism. These type of forums will be happening a lot during the month of November. If you are in your job place and your company and your management wants to know about Hinduism and wants to understand how they can celebrate it, like they understand about Christmas, they understand about, I'm blank, Eid, and they also understand about Judaism, the different festivals, so too they understand about Vaisakhi, they must understand about Hinduism. So if your company would like someone to come and to talk to their management and their staff, please feel free to let us know. I'll be happy to go there and make a presentation on the matter. We're doing this with schools and so on. There will also be a forum for our pundits, our priests, so all of them can get some understanding of the challenges. We understand the challenges they face, and we express to them the challenges the community face when they go to a place of worship and they do not understand what is going on. So the pundits and the priests and the swamis need to reflect that fact that the congregation may come from every part of the world, and in India where there's over 300 dialects, not everyone may speak Hindi and not anyone understands Sanskrit, and as such we need to bring it to the language of the day where everyone can understand, especially to the people living in North America. How many of you were born in North America? Put your hands up, please. See that? Oh, few of these children were born in this country. All of them were born outside of this country. And if I ask them what language they speak, very likely they all speak English. Now, we read the scriptures in Sanskrit and Hindi, and then we translate them. I want you to know every religion has evolved to some degree. In Christianity and Catholicism, the sermons used to be delivered in Latin. And over the ages, Latin has changed to every language of the world, but the sermon is the same, the language has changed. The ceremony and the message doesn't change. It is only the language we communicate in. Yabadi Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. There are leaflets talking about this event. Please take one before you leave. And we want to remind everyone that our seniors dinner was scheduled for October 30th. It's now rescheduled to November 13th on a Sunday from 2 to 5. All seniors, please register with the front office. You qualify for a senior if you're 60 and over. If you're 59, you're out. Anybody under 60, we need you. We need 50 people from the age of 14 or 13 and up to help to serve our 300 or 250 seniors on that day. You will have to dress elegantly, white top and black bottom, like you're a waiter. And you will be tasked to, number one task is you have to practice your smiling for 3 days. Because when you see the seniors, you smile constantly. And then you will greet them at the door. You will take them to get a photo op. You will smile with them. Then you will walk them to their table, have them seated. You will give them the menu of the day. You will tell them what the hors d'oeuvres are, what our specials are for the day. Then you will explain to them how you will cater to their needs. You will smile. And if they say they want a little bit more, you go get it for them. That is what we have been doing for our seniors. And you know why I feel so happy about this? I'm one of those seniors. So we'll all be there. So please come and get involved, either to help or being a senior. Siddhabadi Ramachandra Bhagavan ki.
Jai.
Let me take this opportunity to thank all of you for being here. And we want to thank Vidya. Where's Vidya? Vidya Kubir and her family. Son is celebrating his birthday today. Let's give them a big hand, please. And she's the sponsor of Preeti Bhojan today. Give her a big hand, please. Preeti Bhojan is prepared for everyone. And when you're leaving, it's a takeaway Bhojan. I've noticed a question for everyone. Kaun pehle baar aaye hai? Who's come to this mandir for the first time on a Sunday morning? Haath utho. Put your hands up, please. First time on a Sunday morning? I know more people than that. Where's the family from Pickering? Who came from Pickering? There they are. Give them a big hand, please. Now, Bainji, you came all in from Pickering. Please stand up. Who came from Pickering? Stand. Come on, Uto. It's a long drive. May I ask you, what has caused you to come all the way from Pickering to this mandir? Dhanyabad. Give her a big hand, please. Thank you. Please share your feeling and comments on the normal social media. Let people know how you feel about being in Ram Mandir. And we now ask everyone, those of you who brought prasad, only those who brought prasad, to come forward and place your prasad where Pandit Tiwari is, and then we shall do bhog. Everyone, join together in chanting the offering. Aavo bhogal gao mere mohan.
Aavo bhogal gao mere mohan.
for Aarti. आओ मेरे मोहन. सभी लोग बोलो कृष्णा. Everybody say Krishna.
कृष्णा
Arpanam.
अर्पण.
For Aarti, we want our seniors to come first. That is those people who are 60 and over. Give them a chance to do Aarti first. And if you're looking young, although you're 60 and over, you should still come. And let the seniors do Aarti first. And they are experts at Aarti. Everyone else watch. Then the children from the Valvihar class will follow with Aarti after the seniors. And then everyone else.
करता ठाकुर तुम मेरे, स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपने चरण बढ़ाओ, द्वार परम तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी कष्ट हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। दास जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम
जय जगदीश हरे। बच्चों सुनो और देखो, children listen and look. We clasp our hands like this in front of our chest, and we bow our heads, and we stand still as we face the altar and we offer our concluding prayers. I ask you to listen to the voices of Jasmine, Asta, Roshni and Vanisha as they will lead us in closing prayers. Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om. Shantaakaram Bhujagashyalam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasaresham Meghavarnam Subhagam Lakshmikantam Kamalayanan Yogibhirdhyanagambhyam Vande Vishnu Bhavanayaharanam Sarvalokekanatham. Om Dhyau Shanti Antarikshagam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Roshadaya Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvegam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi.
शीश झुकाकर धरती पर प्रणाम. It is tradition that we bow our heads, touching the ground. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Asatu ma
Sadgamaya
tamsu ma
Jyotirgamaya
mrityunma
Amritam Gamaya
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे
सन्तु निरामया
सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु
मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्।
बोलिए सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान
की जय
पवन पुत्र हनुमान की
जय
राधा कृष्ण भगवान की
जय
गणपति भगवान की
जय
लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की
जय
सरस्वती माता की
जय
शंकर भगवान की
जय
जगदम्बे मैया की
जय
बोलिए सब संतन की
जय
सद्गुरुदेव महाराज की
जय
अपने अपने माता पिता की
जय
धर्म की जय अधर्म का
नाश हो
प्राणियों में
सद्भावना हो
विश्व का
कल्याण हो
धरती माता की
जय हो
भारत माता की
जय हो
ओम
नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव। इस सच्चे सनातन धर्म की जय। मन शांति आसन लीजिए। प्लीज बी सीटेड 1 minute please. We'll be singing happy birthday to the young man celebrating his birthday and anyone else. But we want to remind you, Nirvana, are you here? Please stand, Nirvana. No. Oh yes, please stand up. We have music classes that are being conducted by Nirvana, vocal and harmonium classes. Give her a big hand, please. Ashta is one of our students. Give her, this is Ashta. Stand up, Ashta. Stand up, stand up. We want all the parents who are here with children to know there are many classes, tabla classes, harmonium classes, vocal classes, and dance classes, that we should engage our children in. These type of activities are good for the mind. It helps them to learn multitasking and stimulates their intellect in every way possible. That is why it's so embedded in our culture to have music and the art form in all cultures. The promotion of these things are very important. So parents, take advantage, sign up your children for these classes, and I'm sure you'll be very proud of the benefits you'll receive. Now,
सभी लोग पूज्य महाराज जी से प्रसाद लेकर जाएं।
and happy birthday first. बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए,
बार बार दिन ये आए बार बार दिन ये गाए तुझे हजारों साल मेरी हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू हैप्पी बर्थडे
the birthday boy.
हैप्पी बर्थडे जन्मदिन बधाई जन्मदिन बधाई जन्मदिन बधाई जन्मदिन बधाई जन्मदिन बधाई
To all those celebrating a birthday, a special event, we wish you the best of the day. God's blessings with you until we see you again. Mandir is open 7 days a week from 7:30 to 12. You're welcome at any time. Monday evening, Shivji program, Tuesday Hanuman Ji ka program, Friday Devi ka program, and Sunday mornings this program. Monday, Tuesdays and Fridays program start at 7, and we invite you to join us on live streaming throughout all of these days. But really we'll prefer to see you here, because on live streaming, I'm at a disadvantage. You see me and I can't see you. So it's wonderful to see all of you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Amaro Dhan Rama, Shri Rama.